You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Flinch, we knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now it's counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year for the Rams, there on the stop. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you...
This is intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively. Getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drives. One play, touchdown.
The day before yesterday, Tuesday, we saw the Tunisian. We posted.
Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Most of who? That nigga knows to shut the fuck up because he gonna get jumped anyway. Tarzan brothers. That nigga Tarzan. Tarzan brothers they gonna jump him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10. They start with a give to counter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham. Nickname, Automatic.
Defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The AFC thus far on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the NFC's going to have a short field as they take over 1st and 10.
I don't want your Snapchat.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him down. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touch. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better. But now picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Is that count as a death?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And now another one thrown incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the AFC. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Where you going?
Breeze now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Mahomes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Mahomes to throw once more. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hill. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. So and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
All right, I'll be back. See if we can be with y'all tonight.
Done in this world that we looking for all my cat out. This gonna be good on it. Rainbow, right? If they don't have to update, I'm about to hop on Rainbow. Alright, bro.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Breeze going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked
Yeah, I'm about to
off.
hop on there, alright?
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Who?
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before.
Oh, I thought you said.
Better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So after the incompletion on first, now
I got
second
you
and
there,
10.
but I'm just not playing. I'm playing Madden 20.
Now Breeze. He's going to fire
So catch that bitch. Catch that bitch. Let's go. Touchdown. Touchdown. Let's fucking go.
Touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
Let's go.
Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. The long touchdown pass gives them 6 on a very tight two-play drive that time.
He's playing Fortnite yesterday.
Now you playing with us? Here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence of the Cowboys there on the tackle. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard it.
Yeah, you fat. Mm-mm.
Hey, 1, 2, 3.
I want me down.
Yo, tell him. Yo,
Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season. So what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
I go for that then. Go for it now. How about Fortnite, Isaiah?
I'm getting